Welcome everyone. It's Rage Forest here in the red. It's Jordan. Jordan playing as the Slavs. Now, Rage Forest, that's just Black Forest, but the Rage Forest map for the Rage Forest tournament that Jordan didn't sign up for. We have Jordan on one team. We have ACCM on another team. So let's kind of look at what's going on. We're going to watch this game. We're going to get hyped about the big elephant battles. We have Malay, Vietnamese. It could happen. It's unlikely. Oh, we've got some fighting going on. Some Vil fighting. The action, I forgot, starts immediately on this map. Dratek able to get the walls up before Mihai can even really stop him. Second layer already being added. Over here, we've got some scout fighting going on. Looks like over here is going to be the other big walling area between the players. Let's go through the teams, though, quickly. If we can see who's winning this. I'm not really sure. It looks like the team with Dratek and King Marv have a slight advantage in this one. But the wall's going down. Gonna be successful there. Oh, interesting. Putting the lumber camp. You walk the two villagers all the way out there instead of walking them back. Just plop down the lumber camp. Nice strategy. So let's take a look at the map. Before we get too much into this, we have Jordan playing here on the flank as the Slavs. And Jordan does have some fish in the red. He is faced, well, we're going to go full team. All right. Jordan's pocket, Sleepy Swede, playing as the Turks. No pawn for Sleepy Swede here. I don't know how good a lot of these players are, but it doesn't really matter. Rage Forest Elo is different than your normal Elo. We also have King Marv here. That's a name I have heard of. King Marv playing as the Japanese here in the green. The pocket for Dratek, who does have a pond, which King Marv has taken, interestingly enough. That is indeed interesting. King Marv takes the pond. So, I'm not sure really. Must be a civilization thing. Japanese definitely going to be taking the pond. Yeah, makes sense. And Dratek as the Malay, he's going to be wanting that pond as well. Playing on the flank. Up against Dratek, we have Mihai. We've seen Mihai always brings the excitement. This is such a fun player to watch. Mihai 06 here. Does that mean he's born in 2006? That's got to be crazy if that's so. Wild. So you know you're getting old. All right. Ooh, and Mihai playing as the Tatars, but his pocket, Kyler, playing as the Vietnamese, sending the sheep over to Mihai's TC for him, pushing deer for Mihai. And on a little further, Kyler as the Vietnamese. On the other side, Saps as the Goth's pocket with a pond for ACCM as the flank, playing as the Ethiopians up against Jordan. So Jordan is facing up against ACCM. So you got the two pros backed up by Kyler, don't know who that is, and Sleepy Swede, I don't know who that is. On the other side, Dratek and King Marv up against Mihai and Kyler. All right, let's see. We still have a pretty big open area between the players. ACCM has walled himself in, or is in the process of doing so. Interestingly enough, not really what I would expect. You look between the teams, Dratek's team, which is Jordan's team. Winning in the eco by 3 and in the military down 1, but that's not really the story right now. Oh wow, Jordan getting his fishing ship attacked by the stray scout of Saps, and it looks like this center channel isn't going to be walled off just yet. All right, had a quick sneeze there, quick mute. Yeah, Sap's doing his best to be annoying. We've got ACCM also trying to do his best to be annoying. ACCM getting the dock up on on Jordan's pond. That's actually kind of massive. Jordan's going to try to deny that, but I don't think he's going to be able to. ACCM is in the feudal age as well. Jordan not there yet. Just a few seconds. Jordan is going to get the well, he's going to get the first fire galley out, but I'm not sure about that. He hasn't started one yet. Jordan, you need to start a fire galley. I'm going to focus a lot on this side, but over here we have a little bit of a snow leopard situation. Dratek gonna be losing another villager. And over here, it's very interesting. We don't have full walls yet. ACCM doing his best to be annoying. Fire Galley coming out for both Jordan and ACCM. The action is over here, guys. We've got spearmen and villagers and scouts all fighting amongst each other. Stone walls coming down. This section is really what needs to be walled. These players are not walling that, which allows a passage right on into Jordan's base, right on into Sleepy Sweet's base. It looks like he's going to be walling across these two areas, which really just leaves Jordan left for the walling. And Black Forest is played on Explored, so all the players are well aware of the situation. We've got a lot of villagers here repairing Jordan's fire galley, so Jordan's never going to lose this fire galley battle. And our Ethiopian player, ACCM, not going to be able to find a lot of damage, but he's tower rushing already. Tower rushing Jordan, so Jordan should probably, I was going to say, delete a piece of wall, run out, replace the wall. Nicely done from Jordan. Delaying that tower, using the militia, making good use, even going to get a villager kill. Gets the vill kill. That's nicely done. If we go to the KD, we can see over on, well, ACCM, 1-1 on the Eco KD, so probably got a fishing ship, might have got a villager. Now, Jordan's eco efficiency has got to be pretty terrible with 7 villagers here trying to break in and kill that villager. He could really probably slow that down a bit. This tower is going to be annoying, but not going to find too much damage. Oh, demolition ship comes out. 3 fishing ships. What an absolutely massive demo from ACCM. He knows he's going to lose the dock, but clears up the fishing eco of Jordan completely. Massive play. Jordan forced to go heavy onto berries. No farms up just yet, and his food really gone down the drain. ACCM needs to really get these walls. These got walls across here. I guess they're walled up. They just left this area wide open. Over on the left-hand, or the north side of the map, not the left-hand side, the north side of the map, things are much more peaceful. We see a lot of booming, a lot of eco. And we have Sleepy Swede in the castle age coming forward to drop a defensive castle for our professional Jordan here. And I don't know, what's a professional, what's not, I don't know. But Jordan, one of the top players in our game. TC is being added by Saps with the Goths. That's going to be scary here before too terribly long. We've got the Goths getting onto 3 TCs. What a dream TC position. You got gold, you got stone. You've even got some wood that you can take for a little bit before it gets too inefficient. Got a couple TCs coming up from Mihai as well. Saps has not added a town center as of yet. Sorry, Sleepy Swede, not Saps. Our Turks player has not yet added a town center. And he actually went a little too close with this castle as ACCM went ahead and got Fletching and is now really putting the pressure on these villagers. Sleepy Swede likely to lose a few. Saps adding 3 more town centers. King Marv only adding 2. I'm really liking ACCM's team's position here. A little bit. I like this play from Saps. He decides not to throw away all the villagers. Gonna get a Mangonel out. He's gonna deal with everything. Well, maybe. Maybe. No, he was just baiting. Just baiting. Wanted to see if there was attention being paid. Jordan loses another fishing ship. Not what you want to see. So the eco lead right now is 10 for Kyler's team. That's ACCM's team. It's probably going to get a lot bigger.
Yes.
Lots of walls for everybody here on the northern side. We got walls coming down for Sleepy Swede here. Gets them down. And actually has the villager on the far side of the wall. So that leaves Jordan's team fully walled up here. Oh no. Oh no. Sleepy Swede gonna lose this villager. What a clutch save by Jordan's skirmisher. And we see these villagers able to get the castle up, but there was some pretty substantial losses involved in this castle. Very much a problem. You go ahead and, yeah, drop some stuff in here. Oh, not gonna happen. That villager's gonna be caught and killed here in just a matter of seconds. Duratec just now going on up, but ACCM not up either. Jordan also not up, though. This is gonna be a little bit interesting as we have Sleepy Swede pushing forward with the Janissary, and ACCM really putting down the panic walls. Janissaries and Mangonels, that's a really scary attack, honestly. If you haven't faced up against this unit, you don't understand quite what you're in for here. Trying to get the walls up in time as well to protect Saps. Gonna be able to do so, I think. Gonna be looking at putting some archer ranges down. It's got a villager out here to repair. Even Sleepy Swede trying to put the pressure on. Now added a second town center trying to boom up. King Marv, though, now on 5 town centers, working on the 5th one. What a boom he's going to be having. But we can see that eco lead that I said it was going to grow, 228 to 190. Massive eco lead for the team of ACCM. There was a hole! There's a hole, guys! Guys, there was a hole! ACCM panic time! Towers coming down, walls coming down, villagers going down. What a moment. That was terrible for ACCM. He had stone walls. He thought he was safe. He wasn't. Now it's panic situation. Losing villagers is ACCM. But ACCM still in a better place according to score than Jordan. These pawns getting absolutely maximized. You can see the Japanese fish absolutely maximized here. And interested to see Jordan as the Slavs, what he's going to be going for. Oh, wow. The villagers have had enough of this Mangonel. And, oh, but in his dying breath, that Mango gets another kill. Looks like Kyler and Saps are going to be switching sides, which means Saps is going to be pushing to the north and Kyler to the south. And was that Jordan we see finally reaching the castle age? Duratec already an imp, though. Fast imp with the melee. I would say that was kind of his plan. Bombard cannon now. I'm guessing. The situation is about 40 villagers behind, though. How fast can Jordan make up for that? Dropping 3 additional TCs for a total of 4. Gonna be up very soon. Slavs are a beastly civ in these situations, I feel. As can Vietnamese be. If the Vietnamese player wants to go for elephants, I really recommend that. However, Vietnamese player going for rats and archers, a really good unit against anything ranged. Gonna do great against the Janissary, really. And Sleepy Swede isn't really booming up too much. See, that's the key. Sleepy Swede only have 50 villagers. Whereas some of the players on the other side are at 88, 75, 75. Jordan down at 45, so not great from Jordan either. Sap is gonna be playing both sides. They don't... What? Interested to see the situation. You got the bombard cannon working through the walls, working on things. Gonna need a lot of firepower, though, to make anything too strong happen here. Our Japanese player is just chilling here. Dropping a castle, probably going to be going infantry. I don't really know what you do in Japanese situations. Probably infantry. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. I've got some crossbows here for ACCM. We got Sleepy Swede continuing the push, but the hole was plugged. I would actually, if I were Sleepy Swede, I'd be focusing down this archery range, maybe, instead of trying to punch a hole in that wall. I'm not really sure there what exactly he should do, but that might be what I would do. Bombard cannons continuing their push through these walls. More and more walls being added by the Tatars player of Mihai. Probably going to be going cavalry archers. Although that's a lot of food, so maybe it's Keshish, but no castles just yet. So it's got to be cav archers, right? Nothing yet from Mihai. Nothing whatsoever. The push continuing here. There's almost a hole in the wall, but a mangonel coming out for ACCM. Let's see Sleepy Swede Micro. Can he out micro the mangonel from ACCM? Let me check something. We need to check our settings. And... aha. Boom. Alright. Things should smooth out a little bit. We're turning enhanced graphics off. It's going to look a little uglier, but hopefully that keeps our frame rate up a little bit better. There's a tanking just a little bit. Apologies for that. These Black Forest games are kind of brutal. ACCM, he's here with the mangonel, running back, dodging back and forth. Janissary's underrated unit. Maybe not underrated, but they're so good. Okay, that didn't help the frame rate whatsoever. In this Rage Forest battle. Villagers trying to survive, trying to stay alive. We've got so many techs coming in over for our team on the left-hand side of the map for Dretek's team with Jordan. We have now the ecos evening up, and the situation, so many walls. Dretek realizing how many walls there are for Mihai. And yeah, it's going to be infantry, for sure, for King Marv. Going to be spamming infantry, trying to keep the Goths. Okay, so we have our Tatars player not making anything yet. Mihai has not gone into any military. Yes. Looks like he's going into cavalry. No, cavalry archers. All right, there it is. So all these farmers going to be needing to transition off. Here come the Huskarls. These bombard cannons gonna be getting in trouble. As the military's just not quite there to back it up just yet. King Marv looking at onager infantry. Yeah, bombard cannons down. And here comes the army. However, I think things are going to be all right here for Dretek and King Marv. Onager just walking around and dying. There might be a hole here. However, we've got a castle. We've got another onager. We've got some situations here that don't look too bad. We've got some samurai castles being added. Over here, we've got Huskarls over here. Huskarls, not a bad unit against the Janissaries, really. They do a ton of damage. They die very quick. It's just a battle of who dies more quickly. Tatars player gonna be heading into some siege as well, pushing through, and yeah, as soon as they pushed in, they found out, no, that's not where we want to be at all. So Samurai Onager is gonna be the play. Hal probably ready to mix in as well for our green player, and Jordan hasn't really entered the game yet. 101 villagers. Heading on up. Slavs really, really good with the Boyars. I think the Boyars are just so stinking good. Boyars are silly good. Alright, so I think we're gonna see Boyar Janissary play here on the left. Probably some siege from our Slav player as well. Sleepy Swede says he's gonna get in, and yeah, that's true. It's hard, but the gate. Quick wall. That's gonna go down so quickly. Jordan panic walling behind, trying to stop this flood till he can get some military out. No military coming out yet for Jordan. Jordan with all sorts of idle time, but I think he's gonna get these walls up unless that snow leopard stops, and that is actually really clutch snow leopard play. Jordan, build. Here come the Huskers. He's got to be focused here. Go build. Oh my goodness. Jordan. He's going. Gonna get the builds in time, and it doesn't look like it's being followed up with any ranged units just yet. So the build is up. Any more petards though? That's the other question. Over here, just continuing a little pressure from our Vietnamese player. Tatars, heavy cavalry archers coming in. Detonates, that means castle spam for our player Jordan. As soon as Detonates is in, I expect to see several more castles dropped on this side of the map. Jordan buying stone, trying to hold on over here. Interesting situation. Kataparuto Trebs coming in on this side. I really like the position for the players on this side. King Marv and Dratek's push looks pretty solid. Now, those archers are so good. Rats and archers so good. But from the elephants, Malay elephants, very cheap. Not that good, but very cheap. That castle's up, but that castle's down. 3 trebuchets already working away on that castle. And these are 16 plus 3, 19 ranged trebuchets. He does have his trebuchet tech. And yeah, like I said, Detonet's castles coming in here. The extra walls are already in place. So these Huskarls are not going to be finding a whole lot of damage as Boyars coming out. And Boyars, let me tell you something about Boyars. They kind of wreck any melee unit with 4 plus 3 armor. These are non-elite Boyars. Alright, these Huskarls don't stand a chance. They might do some damage, but these Boyars are so good. Now this castle looking to be going down here for Sleepy Swede. Sleepy Swede really needs to find a way to get back in it. And yes, I like the hand cannon switch. Hand cannons even better against Huskarls than Janissaries because of all the bonus damage that they do. And a lot easier to mass as well. Now, somehow they're just missing every shot. And yeah, there's already walls back here. Yeah. Nice and safe. And here come the Boyars. Bitards, I like that mix from Saps, just using creativity. We have an onager cut. I completely missed that, but it's walled off already for Dratek. Walling it off, continuing to wall it off, making sure nothing comes through there. And these players are holding this side. Kataparuto Trebs, onagers versus the extra long range trebuchets. Little bit of a stalemate up here at the top. And got Halbs being mixed in. Halbs are a much better unit here for our Goth player. However, we get a good mix of hand cannons in here. That those Halbs are just not it. You know, when there's a good mix of hand cannons, really any infantry are just gonna be dying. But this is a big push. Big push into Jordan's base from the Goth and Vietnamese player. Our Vietnamese player, Kyler, he's all over the map with units. He's up here, he's down here. ACCM hasn't really entered the game yet with his Ethiopian Arbs. Just a few crossbows at this point. Actually, ACCM not even in Imperial Ages. He's slinging like, what is going on, my dude? But yeah, the Boyars coming in, sniping off the bombard cannons. some of them. Let's see, one more hit. And this one, yeah, every bombard cannon goes down. Every bombard cannon is down. The Huskarl's going down. We've got bombard cannons coming in. This is a little dicey for Jordan, but he's definitely going to be able to hold. Let's check the attack up here, and man, this is nuts. Now I see why these guys have $10,000 PCs to cast this stuff. It's wild. My RTX 3050 not handling it. We got Yasama keeps blasting away at these Rattan archers, but their 6+4 pierce armor makes them a pretty tanky thing to try and deal with. We got bombard cannons from Kyler up here as well. Kyler having to play on both sides, putting bombard towers down as well. And yeah, like I said, that's going to get cleared up. And we have these nice 12+2 range bombard cannons, these 14 range bombard cannons heading in. My goodness, we've got a Goth flood coming from every which direction. He could use the petards to burst through there and head in up there, but that would be useless. Try to burst through here, and heading in here would be a play for our Goth player. I think he's going to burst in up here, but that's not going to help him out. And King Marv realizing no map to trade in. Yeah, that's the case. Very awkward trade routes for really everybody, but a lot more awkward for Jordan's team. And the scores are kind of close right now, and these bombard cannons are pretty effective, right? And these elite boyars, an absolutely dominant unit. Over here is the scary part. If there's a burst through here. Now this push, is this push able to happen? The bombard cannons from Kyler, he's probably microing his heart out up here. Not really focused down here. But if he micros his heart out up here, he can hold this push back with good bombard cannon micro. And these trebuchets, let me tell you, don't underestimate the use of trebuchets as units to snipe off onagers. Look at that, 2 down. 2 down, but then boom, massive shot. Lots and lots of cav archers go down. These guys are awesome at sniping stuff off. Yeah, they miss half their shots, but they have so much range. And look at that. So many halbs here. Yes. These petards not going through that wall. I like that choice. He's going to look down here probably. Jordan having to force his way left and right, really. He's got to go north. He's got to go north and east at the same time with this kind of a push. And really gonna be up to our Sleepy Sweet player playing really well with the hand cannon mix with the bombard cannons. Asking, I think, for Jordan to maybe open up the walls a little bit. And this trade cart, this trade route, oh, it's so bad. Where are they trying to trade? Up there? Not great. And oh, he's gonna go through here. Petard's getting ready to blow the wall. King Marv looking, and going with the elite samurai into the halbs. Yeah, that's a pretty good thing. The Malay elephants just dying. Holding steady here. This situation up here with the onager cut really just held steady as well. Not too much change, although a castle going down here. ACCM's arbs, he's got to get a lot more arbs out. Got to get his arbs in play. Halb arb gonna be the key over here, but Halb arb is gonna have to do a lot of work. That bombard cannon number from Sleepy Swede, pretty terrifying. Saps struggling to find areas that he can pressure. He's got boyars and hand cannons on one side. He's got elite samurai halb on the other side. This area here, this is the concerning push. That's a lot of trebuchets, not enough onagers, not enough. There's bombard cannons, there's Rattan archers, there's heavy cavalry archers from the Tatars with full upgrades. This is a dicey situation in the north for Juratek's team. Definitely a little bit scary situation. Oh, this castle by Saps is gonna be a problem. Jordan is really annoyed, I would say, with that situation. But they'll push into ACCM's base. ACM has a lot of buildings there to destroy, but ACCM doesn't have a lot of space back in his base to really rebuild. All these buildings, when they go down, they're not the most replaceable buildings in the world because of space, and that's really one of the big limiting factors. Castle denied. Great play. We have massive push coming to drive saps out of the middle of the bases here. That's kind of important. They want to use this area for trade, but they have to hold on up here as well, and this is getting dicey. The north side is so dicey. These cheap Malay battle elephants, they're beastly. They're still elephants, guys. Look at the HP there. So many more units on the one side, but it's just not gonna do it. It's just not gonna do it. HP's there, but they just died. So much range damage. And our Japanese player needs to go find somewhere to be effective. Get some attention. This is really important. He is being very effective. I think he needs to head back up here and help defend against this push. Look at these trebuchets launching so far. Over here, the push continues. Stalled out for just a moment, but I don't think that's much of a stall out. Just for a moment. If we look at the trade, we have 3, 22, 28, and 29. So the trade numbers are building. On the other side, we have 11, we have 19 for one player, we have 7 for another player, and 20 for another player. So it's really not that dissimilar, but it's definitely not. Let's see if we can see. Don't think. Okay, no, we don't have that stat. How many trade carts on the map? And yeah, these bombard cannons, 10 perk bombard cannons, really just gonna beat the Ethiopian ones all to pieces. That extra range they have, so powerful. Bombard towers now coming up to lock this position down. The real concern is up in the north, but the Malay battle elephants, my goodness, and the Kataparuto Trebs. Don't underestimate them either, man. That pack and unpack speed makes them a pretty terrifying opponent to enemy Trebs. Even the long-range Tatars one, and the fire speed is pretty quick as well. Working away at the bombard tower now, and those Malay battle elephants able to get the surround in on the Rattan archers. They're all gonna die. 40 of them for Kyler. No, that's 40. Is that 40 in queue or 40? 40 on the field. A push heading back. The Japanese player bringing his military to bear. The issue is, how do you kill these stinking Tatar cavalry archers? That's such a tough play. And over here, big fight in the south. Saps and ACCM taking a massive fight against Jordan and Sleepy Swede. But the score has switched somewhere in this game. Jordan's team has the lead. But where's Jordan's army? Jordan, where's your army? 16 military for Jordan. That's just not it, my guy. That's just not it. Where is your army? He's probably switching into Drazina. He's got some two-handed swordsmen out. I don't know what he's really looking at. Jordan is out of gold. That's what he's looking at. How can you push when you're out of gold? Detonet's castles, though, very strong, very effective. The just back and forth here on the north side. Pretty intense, as both sides really just stalling it out. And Jordan just doesn't have what he needs, you know, just doesn't have what he needs as far as resources. And you can see, I would say the trade is rolling pretty well for both sides. 35, 32, 20, 20, 37, 8, and 32 on the one side. Jordan only with 8, though. On the other side, the trade numbers are looking like 30, 16, 23, and 31. So nobody is quite as bad as Jordan's trade. Jordan really needs to get his trade up, or else he's gonna He's gonna die. However, Sleepy Swede trying to hold on all by himself realistically here. Jordan, he's dropping these detonets castles. Lots and lots of castles, but struggling to get gold. And this is partly why Saps kind of lamed this gold mine. And we have the issue here in the north where few kills came in with the Trebs there, where our Malay and Japanese players are not able to really find damage. And this is nice. Another little cut. Duratek, I don't know if he knows this. If you run some Cav Archers back around there, get your CA into the trade. Okay, he does. He realizes. Absolutely. Duratek realizes, drops the castle, or loses the castle rather. Castle's gone, but walling more and more completely. King Marv says something that has been censored. This push. How do you push back against this army? It's double range comp versus double melee comp, and that double range comp is so powerful. Now, these Japanese trebuchets really putting in the work. We've got 20 kills for this group of Trebs, so that's kind of cool. But this group of Cav Archers, 80 kills! So many kills! These Bombard Cannons, this is 61 kills on these Bombard Cannons. How about these Bombard Towers? 21 kills. Man, this stuff is putting in the work. 27 kills, 30 kills. Wow. The fighting continues. Rather stalemated at the moment still, but I think we're going to see some more Bombard Cannons kind of slipping in here. Siege Workshop there being placed. I would expect there to be a reason for that. We got champions. I would expect these to be Druzina champions, as Jordan finally getting some military back onto the field. That's going to be an important situation, as Druzina champs, pretty powerful. And looking for the cut. There's no cut to be had, really. I mean, these players are aware. They know what they're doing. But the trade, ooh, gonna cut right through the wall, though. Duratek has to figure out something to do over here, as while trying to push up the middle. Trebuchets don't do any blast damage, but my goodness, when they hit, it looks cool. And it's 200. It's a one-shot kill on any unit in the game other than elephants, which have 300 hit points, you know. One-shot kill on all of these guys. This is dicey. This is dicey. They've got to hold on here against this. ACCM now fully in the game with his military, and also adding in Siege Onager. Big hits. Almost 3 Bombard Cannons down. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's all 3 Bombard Cannons down. These Siege Onagers making such a big play. Jordan, though, pushing forward. He's dropping Siege Workshops. He doesn't have a whole lot of space. Dropping Siege Workshops. We've got Onagers. We've got an Onager cut getting ready to happen. Is that really the play, though? Please. This is already very well defended. Well, there is a path to the trade. An Onager cut to the trade might be the play that is being looked at. And I love what Sleepy Swede is doing, using his civilization to its potential. Bombard tower upon bombard tower upon bombard tower. Not messing around. This push on the south really has to work out, because this push on the north, they're just going back and forth, and it tends to be in favor of the guys with the cavalry archers. It's tough, though. It's tough. As gold begins to run low, well, Saps is buying food. Interested to see about this. He's going champion now. Saps is trying to be a little bit better against the champions of Jordan. Jordan looking at getting Rams into play. Once Rams come into play, this side might die pretty quickly, but the cut What is in over here? We've got Keshiks, elite Keshiks in the trade route. They found a way, and the trebuchets are knocking down the markets. You've got to get elephants being absolutely hustled up there. The Malay player has to find an answer to this in the north. So this is a matter of north and south both being a pretty tough situation. Here comes the Onager cut in the south. What are we going to see out of this? Jordan, Cap Rams coming out, Siege Ram on the way. These buildings, it's time for them to melt, my friend. So we've got plays, Onager cut, Onager cut. Where's the army coming through? There's no army coming through, my guy. Just cutting through for what? For what purpose? For what purpose? Just the Onagers? Onager raid! Keshiks, they're kind of annoying. They're a little bit all over the place. Towers so quickly moving in, dropping bombard towers. The Malay battle elephants are going to push this back for sure, but there's towers coming up. Jordan dropping detonate castles. This game has scaled up, my friends. Going nuts, and this push is as far forward as it's been in a while, but it's getting denied as the Malay elephants, the meat of this army, is headed to the far north to push through in the far north to defend the trade route. The most important aspect of this game, Bombard Tower v Bombard Tower battle going on up here in the north as well. Markets being added, Bombard Towers being added. We got Mihai asking if Kyler can hold alone. Yes. Jordan asking for gold. Really? Sleepy Sweet. Me too. I feel ya. Me too, bud. But ACCM is really getting pushed. The Onager cut. Oh, this is beautiful. The double Onager cut. And in goes the Goth Flood. Somebody's got to notice this. There are Keshiks in the trade. There's about to be Huskarls absolutely everywhere. This is nuts. The north is struggling. The north is absolutely struggling. The center is struggling, and the south is going so well for Jordan's team. ACCM with the Ethiopian siege onagers putting in the work. So with these siege rams, we got probably adding in Light Cav or Husser for Jordan, who's run out of gold completely. And there's just blinking lights up and down the trade route. And here come the Huskarls. I think this gives the advantage back to Mihai. Mihai's team, Kyler's team. And yeah, the score is agreeing with that. The score just switched back. We've got a hold here. They've been fighting over this gold mine the entire stinking game, and nobody can have it. Nice shots there. But there's so much going on in the trade line of Jordan's team, and that's what you can't have. You can't let your trade line get killed. Also, you can't really allow yourself to lose players and lose too much space as Jordan and Sleepy Sweet pushing so deep. But there are Huskarls in the economy for King Marv. King Marv is losing his economy. We've got some Samurai chasing down. We've got Keshik. Samurai actually awesome against both Keshiks and Huskarls. We've got elephants trying to push through. We've got bombard towers being built up to hold this position. We've got Yasama keeps. We've got elephants. How is this going? It's stalled out with these castles. These castles and siege onagers are holding on. The Sleepy Swede continues to try to get bombard towers up. Once the bombard towers come up, that position becomes harder and harder to push back. Up here in the north, just big fights, and yeah, this is tough. So much HP though for the Malay player. All the way up in the north, this villager walled himself in and built a bombard tower. How beautiful is that play from Mihai? Like I said, this guy's fun to watch. And the Keshiks still in the trade. But the Samurai chasing down the Huskarls, gonna be dealing with the Keshiks. If things can stabilize, the walls are coming back up. Situations are held. Another Onager cut is on the way. Jordan doesn't want that to happen, but my friend, it's gonna happen. Unless this Treb can knock that down. And it looks like a little bit of a pushback here. We've got Trevs firing away on Jordan's castles, and Bombard Cannons aren't engaging on ACCM's castles. ACCM able to push back with the SO, and we got Saps just absolutely flooding the map with these cheap Goth champions walking the gauntlet and dying. We got 190 kills. Those towers there, it's unreal. But this push in the middle, we've got onagers, heavy cav archers, everything here pushing. I don't know where to look, but what I do see, we got blinking lights all up and down the side of Jordan, Sleepy Sweet, King Marv, and Duratek. We don't have the blinking lights up and down the side of Mihai, Kyler, Saps, and ACCM. And ACCM making a heroic hold, pushing Jordan back here. Where's Jordan's army? Again, Jordan down to 7-6 military. Jordan really struggling to keep military production on the field. Push with the melee. Bombard cannon there. But that bombard cannon is gonna die. I like the gate. Duratek quick drop in the gate, and that's gonna be pretty secure position with the bombard tower behind the gate and the wall behind that. Big fight in the middle. We got Onager. We got Mangonels coming out. Is that a misclick? No, Onagers on the way out. We still have Keshiks and Huskarls in the trade line. This is where the Caravanserai becomes super powerful, right? Against the melee units that raid. This is tough. This is tough. ACCM making a big pushback. These siege onagers so powerful. So powerful. Jordan, where's your army? Ah, Jordan. You've got to have military, and ACCM making things happen. This is interesting. Got a big push coming through the middle, and I really think this is heading in the way. I think this is heading in the way of our Eastern team. I think our Western Confederation is struggling just a little bit more, just because the trade. There's units in the trade for our Western team. And now their units are not all fighting at the front. They've been split up. They've had to fight here and there, different places. Now they're forced into different situations. Big pushback in the middle. Big pushback happening in the south, although Jordan finally getting some military back on the field, and whenever Jordan has a military on the field, this push in the south goes their way. Whenever Jordan doesn't, it goes the way of ACCM and Saps. In the middle, we got another onager cut attempt, but my goodness, what kind of walling is this? Jordan, he says no, but he missed the spot. He missed the spot. Jordan, no! He missed a spot. Built this palisade when he could have been building this fortified wall. Didn't realize. Can't be looking everywhere all at once. And the Huskarls are in once again. I think I liked it when the onager cutting was only for siege onagers way back in the day, because it gave siege onagers something really special. And it also made these woods a lot more secure. That's probably why they went away from it, but everything was very secure. What a sad sight. We have an elephant chasing a Keshik. That's not really that helpful. Big pushes going on. This game continues, but I feel like the tide is gonna be tough to turn. Going to be very difficult to stem the tide. Now, these Drazina champs, kinda beastly. Jordan seemingly back in the military, and that allows the south side to come back in favor of Jordan's team. But this north side now getting pushed, finally, in a way that just feels tough. And man, these Krebs, snipers, absolute snipers. running low on, really running low on space as Saps has entered the game. But coming through the middle, Jordan, Druzina champions of the world, pushing. No. Yes, craziness. But it's looking tough. And yeah, the GG being called. The game is going to finish. Well, wait, Saps called GG. Oh, no. Yeah, it was the other team. I thought so. GG called. Let's check the statistics, guys. Military, we want to go straight into the kill-death ratio. Dratek with Elephants had an even KD. Jordan with Slavs, negative KD. What a KD, though. But let's look at the numbers. Sleepy Swede, my guy, the absolute player of the game with 1,100 kills and 472 deaths. Bombard towers and bombard cannons and hand cannoneers, that gunpowder bringing in the power. But Mihai, only 300 units lost, 303 units lost. Those Tatars, Cav Archers, with such a good KD, and also the buildings killed. Yeah, our Vietnamese player lost a lot. Our Goths player, everybody lost a lot. Wow, just a lot of dead buildings. Really, a lot of dead buildings. And this is not helpful. Wow, that tech tree is not helpful. There's just so much going on everywhere. Okay. Eco stats, you can see, go to trade profit. Dratek, Jordan. This is the big issue. Jordan was never really there. Dratek, Jordan, Sleepy Swede, and King Marv. None of them were really, well, no, Dratek and Sleepy Swede were. But then Jordan and King Marv never had really the trade eco of anybody on the other team. Mihai, 22,000. Takes the lead in that. Timings all over the place. Not really that important. Max villagers, 150 for Sleepy Swede, the slowest one to boom. But the total villagers made Dratek, that's not a good sign. When you made 190, but the most you ever had was 136. Lost some villagers there. Kyler, our Vietnamese player, kept a lot of military on the field. What are the military high? Saps with 95 and King Marv 89. Kyler 83. Wow. Crazy stuff. And our APM stats, just for fun. Our average APMs, that's what we care about. We don't care about these peaks. What do you continually do? 35 for Dratek. Hey, that's down closer to me. I'm at about 25. Jordan, 65 was the second fastest player with Mihai, holding 66, the highest APM in the game. I hope you enjoyed this Rage Forest game, an absolutely bonkers game between some pro players and some Rage Forest legends. If you want to see some more, consider subscribing. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. If not, that's all right. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.